Hi guys, Shauna here. I am doing a 30-day live video challenge within this other group, and this is my first. So I wanted to talk today about compromising. And this just came up because I just had a disagreement with my partner, and we talked it through and communicated through, and then came to this awesome conclusion about compromise, and I wanted to share it with you. And I actually looked up the definition of compromise, and it said something along the lines of when two people come to an agreement by making concessions. And I then didn't know what concessions was, so I looked that up, and it said to concede, and I didn't know what concede truly meant, so I looked that up, and it said to be vain. So really what the definition is saying of compromise is two people make an agreement by each of them being vain. And that doesn't rock with me well. That doesn't feel right to me. And our words are so powerful, and I talk about this all the time. And a lot of times when we think of the word compromise, it feels heavy. It feels like sacrifice, which can feel heavy. And sacrifice can feel like a loss, right? Sacrifice feels like we're giving something up, like we're giving away a piece of our happiness. And that is how does that make a winning relationship? Because really, if you can't have a winning relationship when there's a loser there. So if you feel like you're compromising and you feel like you're sacrificing to make the other person happy, that means that you feel like you're losing, and that doesn't make a winning relationship. So earlier today, when my boyfriend and I were in this disagreement, we finally came to terms, and we actually did what he wanted to do. And that wasn't me compromising or making a sacrifice to make him happy. That was us coming to an agreement, because we know that we work as a group, and what is good for him is good for us. And I'm looking in the long game. And with the compromising, it's really easy to see where we are right now and feel it right now and be in it and think that this is how it always happens. This is how it's always going to happen. If I roll over and take it up the ass right now, I'm going to have to do it every single time. And when you're in a relationship that can communicate, that's just not the truth. And as we were talking about it after the fact, I was trying to think of the ways that this pops up, because sometimes like I can't see when I feel like I'm sacrificing and compromising for him, and I'm giving myself all this glory because I'm putting my happiness aside to make him happy, when really that doesn't make anyone happy. And so you can tell when you're doing this if you decide to compromise, whatever that means for you, and then milk it. So if you do something for your partner or for your friend or for your parents, and then you decide to milk it for a day, a week, 3 years, that is not coming to a good agreement for the relationship. That's coming to a place where you feel like you get something and you deserve something in return for this thing you did for them. And that does not make a happy, healthy, flowing relationship, I'm finding, as I'm going through it. And so if I were to have done what he wanted today and been pissed about it and went and didn't have a good time, and then still thinking that he needs to owe me something for this, or I'm better than him because I'm doing it, and sitting here not enjoying myself, I'm only hurting myself. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to have a great fucking time, and I know that I'm playing the long game. I'm not playing just for right now, I'm playing for then. And for then is going to look like what we can do to have a great time right now. So realize if you're in any type of relationship, again, a friendship, a partnership, a parent, something that I really want to be committed to is not having the feeling of compromising and not having the feeling of sacrificing my happiness to give to them. Because that doesn't make a healthy relationship, because that makes a loser on one side. And you can't have a unit with half of a loser, because then you have a losing unit. So this perspective shift is something that's sinking into me more and more, and something that I'm committed to more and more, because it's really easy to brat your way into a situation on girls' and guys' ends. It's really easy. But what does that get you, really? So this was just a loving reminder that when it comes down to it and you're in a disagreement with anybody that you're with a relationship in, realize that if the word compromise and the word sacrifice feel heavy to you and feel like losses, you might not be doing it correctly. How can we find a way so that everybody wins, so that it's a win-win situation? Because you cannot have a winning relationship with a loser. So thank you guys for hopping on here. Hey Steph, hey Adam. Hey Lotus, hi Charlie. And I will see you soon.